What's going on, YouTube? Another day, another week. I've had the privilege of having the last 2 days off or so. Just out here trying to get work done. I had the shop all cleaned up, nice and pretty, and all the tools put away. Then I started building sails and getting the roof mounted down, and then boom, clutter again. Chippings all over the floor and pieces of aluminum. Needless to say, sails are not my favorite thing to do. There's a lot of compound angles and arcs and bows, and you're trying to make it all right. It all don't run to like square edge to square edge, so they're just kind of a pain. I honestly envy the guys that can like order sails. Like these cars, these Schwartzes, you can't just order sails. They're just so unique and weird size that nothing fits them, and you basically either build them yourself or build them yourself. So, or try to make something work, I guess. But maybe I'm a bit of a perfectionist myself. I've never had, I could take a set that I've built already and get them to a guy and have him water jet me out some 80 thou ones, and then get them powder coated. But I've never had a set of sails that like I've built that came out like, oh my god, that's perfect, I never want to change from that again. There's always something that's like, let me just tweak it a little bit, or I wish I had another ½ inch here to bow this one just a little bit more, so. But nonetheless, whatever, I'm after it. I'm getting sails built. So I got the right rear built, I got the right front built, I got the roof mounted on a car. Now is going to be the time to go ahead and get working on building the left side. It's not fun. I hate the front sail's not bad. It's the back sail that is the pain in the ass, to say the least. Like basically, you figure the left side's not as bad, the right side's the hardest, but like this surface right here that it goes under the quarter panel and bolts down to the deck, you got that running on an angle upward. This is running on a more angle upward steepness. I don't know if it's more, but you got that going on. And then you're trying to bow it. And on like the newer cars, the deck actually kicks out that way. So like, this distance is different than that distance. If you look perfectly down it, you can't really tell too much on the camera. But like on this one, I didn't quite get enough bow on the back. Yeah, it's pretty hard to tell on the camera, but in person you could see it. There's not as much bow back here as there is up front. Doesn't look bad. I'm not going to start over with it because, like I said, there's a lot to be done between, you're trying to make your lines flow smoothly so there's no bunch of big old ripples and stuff like that. And then I take and hem over the ends for strength, like the bought ones. A lot of people will take and rivet a piece of 80 thou back there to keep some strength in it, but I just hem them on the edges all the way around, and that gives them enough strength usually to keep them from bowing in. If they aren't strong enough, then I will, but so far I've gotten pretty lucky and haven't had that issue. Yeah, yay sails. I'm gonna go ahead, I'll set you guys up on some time lapse here, and watch me try to get this left rear one built. I figured you guys probably got sick of being on time lapse, so you didn't really miss nothing. You see me over here trying to get fitment, and basically, you know, what I was doing was I was holding my top edge on the roof where it was going to be sitting up here, and then down here, you know, this is my bottom edge, so I would kind of clamp it into place. And then I was looking at like the bow of the pillar to make sure nothing goofy was going on, and then if there was something goofy going on, I would, you know, whack it off at a certain point, cut off so much, and then refit, cut off, refit, cut off, refit, till I got it right where I wanted it, doing what I wanted it to do. And then once you get it doing what you want it to do and you get your full size figured out, then you can come in here and cut your window out. It's all roughed in, everything's done. I shouldn't say it's roughed in, everything's pretty much done now. I just got to go through, clip my back support bracket. You guys see me building that. That mounts back here because this panel mounts flush on the edge. But I got to go through, trim up my back support bracket, clean it up, file it, deburr it, all that good stuff, and then file this thing, deburr this thing, because there ain't nothing worse than sharp edges that catch rags and fingers and stuff like that. And get this thing all deburred, rivet it down, call it done, and then I'll move up here where you see there's no pillar right here. I'll do just what I did on the other side. So basically what I do is I take a panel or a piece of cardboard, works out great, and I basically build one on the car out of cardboard, and then I could, you know, take it over to my aluminum, trace it out, final fit it, and get it all pretty and everything, and then hammer it down. Super simple on the fronts. Usually the fronts, they don't take me too long. It's the backs that take a bunch of time because there's 17 different angles and bends and decks going one way and roofs going the other way, and if you don't get it right, it'll create a really weird pucker and a B pillar. But yeah, so this one's pretty much done. Like I said, just gotta file it up, hammer it down, yank some plastic, and that'll be that. So I'm gonna get back at it. You guys have a good day, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.